No, nothing's different. Everything's the same. Everything's the same. Don't panic. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine. So what if I made the bed, gave myself a haircut, and re-dyed my hair green? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Fat Sajak, and I don't usually bring this much phlegm to the party. Today we're talking about Teen Mom. We're talking about Jenelle Evans specifically, and Ryan Edwards' wife, Amanda Connor. If you're not there, and you're doing the rewatch with us, which has been very complicated as of late, I'll try to bring you as up to speed as I can so that you know who all the players in the game are. So we're going to talk about that. A few housekeeping things first. Paramount has been giving me heck in regards to copyright now, all of a sudden. I don't know what I did to piss off the Paramount gods, but I have created an abridged version of our next full rewatch episode, which is basically, it's a little bit more, it's definitely cut down by about half to really only include the bigger plot points. The full episodes are still going up over on my Patreon. I'm not required, I don't expect anybody to pay money. There have been a lot of you that have come over to Patreon, and I love you endlessly, and I so appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Not that I don't appreciate the rest of you. I'm just very grateful. I continue to upload the full episodes as I finish them to Patreon, and I have submitted the new abridged version of our edit for hopeful copyright clearance. If it does not get cleared, I'm really gonna have to change the formatting of these rewatches, but I don't want them to go away, and I don't want you to not have free access to continuing this, because we're almost done with season 4 of Teen Mom 2. We're only halfway through season 1 of Teen Mom OG, and I love making this content, and I know a lot of you guys like watching it. So I'm gonna figure something out in the way of making episodes that are available here, the sort of rewatch situation, and having a free option for you, whether that's a recap or me reenacting them or what. And either way, I'm still going to put the full episodes over on Patreon no matter what. We're not stopping a rewatch. We just have to figure out how that's going to work here in this particular space. So I so appreciate your patience. I will figure something out, okay? I didn't become your aunt's comfort creator just to leave you high and dry, okay? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get it sorted, okay? I promise. We'll figure something out. That being said, I'm gonna have a live soon, because we have our book club meeting coming within the next week or so. Haven't set a date for that yet, thanks to all this, but we're gonna have a book club meeting, which is a public live here, and we'll talk a little bit about what my Patreon entails, what the tiers look like, and all of that. I will make the rewatch videos, no matter what changes with my Patreon in the coming months or whatever, the tier wise. The $1 tier is for Teen Mom rewatch videos. I want to keep that as inexpensive as I possibly can, because I know the times are hard, and I feel weird, even putting content out with the expectation of being directly paid for it. At least with YouTube, it's AdSense, so it's yes, I'm making money, but I'm making money off your view. I'm not taking it out of your pocket, and that I don't know. Maybe it's imposter syndrome. Maybe it's growing up poor. Maybe it's being poor currently. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who the fuck knows? Either way, I guess I'm gonna figure it out. We'll get all the details hammered out. It's been very stressful. I have a video about the Ned Fulmer podcast coming. I have a video that is a larger, a sort of influencer observation type of video that I've been wanting to make for a really, really long time. So that's coming at ya. Patreon's also getting their exclusives soon. It's been a crazy week. Okay. Paramount really threw me off my game. But Patreon will get their exclusives, which is going to be Teen Mom and Scene Moments, and it's going to be, we're continuing the I Love the 90s VH1 series. If you guys are down for other decades, we can keep that going. Anyway, I think that's the end of our housekeeping. So, we know about Jenelle Evans here. If you don't know about Jenelle Evans, I have so many Jenelle videos on this channel. You're welcome to go back and watch them. Soleil. I mean, anyway, talked about Jenelle a lot because we talk about Teen Mom a lot. And I will fucking fight you. Knock it off. So we know all about Jenelle. We know, you know, we know all about her history, sending over custody of her son Jace to her mom Barbara when Jace was an infant, not really doing much of anything to get him back for many, many years, eventually being awarded custody of him because Barb is in her golden years and couldn't really handle Jace anymore. It was also rumored that Jace ended up putting her in the hospital. I don't know that there's validity to that. Some sources say they are, some sources say they're not. I'm not here to add validity. I'm just here to tell you what I've heard. And Jace has run away from Jenelle a bunch of times. There is currently a case against Jenelle's ex-husband David for allegedly strangling Jace so badly that he left marks on his neck. Jace recently put Jenelle on blast via Instagram, exposing their texts, in which Jenelle basically said, not basically, literally said, fuck you. CPS got involved, allegedly, because Jace called them himself, and he is currently back with Jenelle's mom, Barbara. That's where we're at with Jenelle, okay? Her other two kids, Ensley and Kaiser. Ensley, I think, is 8 or 9. Kaiser is 11 or 12-ish. Kaiser's dad, Nathan, is in Priz for also strangling someone. Ensley, David is Ensley's father, and as I understand it, he doesn't see her at all at this point. So those two are screwed in the sense that they don't have a Barbara. Those kids are stuck there, right? They're stuck with Jenelle. And now that Jenelle's best friend Tori moved out, she doesn't have a babysitter no more. So, and also now that Jace moved out, she doesn't have a babysitter anymore. That's what's going on with Jenelle and her family. And this is all relevant, by the way, just so that we're clear. Now at this point in our rewatch, we've only seen some of Jenelle's like bigger transgressions, right? Like she's still got many to come. We're on the cusp of one of her bigger ones in the rewatch. So just bear that in mind. There are many, many more egregious things that Jenelle has done and will do throughout these seasons of Teen Mom and in her real life. Now, Amanda Connor is the most recent wife of Ryan Edwards, who is Macy from Teen Mom OG, her ex and father of her son Bentley. Right. Not to spoil a whole bunch of shit for what's coming in Teen Mom OG, but it's coming farther down the line. So Ryan has been in and out of rehab a lot. He married someone else, nodding off on God knows what. He has children with her, with Mackenzie. And then I guess he met Amanda in rehab after trashing the home that Mackenzie and their kids lived in. And they're now divorced. So I guess he and Amanda met in rehab. Amanda and Macy, I guess, went to high school together. So they kind of knew each other previously. And at the time when they met, Amanda, if I remember correctly, didn't have custody of her kids. Amanda and Ryan, I guess, are both sober. I'm not here to judge it. I'm here to judge everybody, but like, I'm not here to be a total bitch about it. Just like a little bit. She's somebody, if you were in an argument with her, that you would whip out, calling her Methany. Like, she's just got that vibe. She seems like a nice person. She seems like a person. So why am I telling you this? Well, because these two trash pandas are beefing now. It's been real stupid to watch unfold on the TikTokies, okay? So that felt like a lot of explanation. I don't know too much about Amanda, so I can't really give you all of her past. It is my understanding they are not very good things. Evidently, the other day, Amanda posted a TikTok, which you're gonna see in Jenelle's like little video here. And it's enough that you'll get the vibe without me having to download it separately. Because I don't want it. So we're gonna watch Jenelle's initial video that she made calling out Amanda for this particular TikTok, okay? That's what this is. Are you still with me? Are you still out there?
So I'm outside scrolling TikTok, trying to enjoy my morning coffee. Yeah, I'm back to coffee. But
My God, she's back on the train.
I found something very disturbing, and just watch this video.
Name 5 beer songs, gun pointed to your head. Bow, I'm dead.
Okay, now we can all agree that like that was really inappropriate. Like that is a trashy, disgusting thing to post on TikTok or anywhere for that matter. Like I wouldn't do that. That is a really, especially like considering the world we live in right now and how violent things are. It's a really gross TikTok. And when I saw it the first time before Jenelle inserted her giant forehead, and yeah, that's coming from me. You guys want to watch Zootopia here? And Amanda was already receiving like some backlash for it, understandably so. I don't know, man. Read the fucking room. Read the room with the children who are doing active shooter drills in their classrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, read that room for a hot second. And maybe we don't. Maybe we just don't. You know? What if we just didn't? So I just want to be like hella clear, which I'm sure you guys would know anyway, is that I would find that gross, okay?
Just a reminder.
A broken clock is still right twice a day.
So yeah, that's Amanda. Amanda dates Ryan from Teen Mom.
Actually, she's married to Ryan from Teen Mom. And you can tell that you know her so intimately well and the situation so intimately well, and you're not just fishing to start drama by the details that you share.
The same season I was in, Macy Boquette's ex-boyfriend, husband, boyfriend, I guess. Anyways, yeah, why would you post that, Amanda? You're always talking about tagging me saying, go to Janelle's page for drama. Girl, you're causing your own drama.
And you're biting it. Like, you can't tell me that she wasn't slurping down her iced caramel macchiato, wetting her fucking panties in anticipation to make a stitch of this so that she could have a moment of relevancy. Like, she wasted no time.
That's insane. You know, my daughter has a very big heart, and she's such a sweet girl. And if she were to see something like that when she was older, and me pushing her head and acting like that, she would be heartbroken.
Well, maybe you could just show her the footage of you pulling out a gun on a stranger you followed to their home while Jace sat next to you in the passenger seat. And then when Jace told Barbara that that's what you did, then you gaslit him and told him that he was a liar. Maybe you could just show her that footage.
She'd be like, Mom, why did you think that's a good idea? I don't know. People need to start thinking more about what they post.
Wow, that's really... I don't even think that's the pot calling the kettle black. I think the pot f***ing exploded and the kettle is like laughing in the background. Like, what the f*** are you talking about? I can agree that Amanda's post is gross. Certainly nothing I would do, let alone film and then put on the internet. It was obviously a big moment of bad judgment. But I'm sorry. All the filmed transgressions of Jenelle Evans, Amanda Connor making a questionable post. Who has the moral high ground here? It's a trick question because it's neither of them.
That's why my content has changed over the years, and I don't know. I found this very disturbing, but she still has a video up.
Yeah, also, your content hasn't changed. The only difference is, like, you're flapping around less doing TikTok trend dances. You're still making salmonella casserole in your kitchen. You're still trying to do thirst traps ineffectively. You're still doing a really bad job at lip dubs. Like, your content is the same. Your kids are not in your TikToks because they're never around you. And one of them doesn't even live with you anymore.
Still thinks it's okay. And the comments are like, girl, you have time to delete this, you know. But she hasn't.
Well, at least you're keeping tabs on it. So, you found yourself a new hobby. That's pretty cool.
I don't know. This is insane behavior in my opinion. I'm just surprised that no one actually has called her out yet, especially Macy. Wonder what Macy thinks of this.
Yeah, I wonder what Macy thinks of this too, especially considering the fact that it's none of your fucking business. Like, I'm not here to defend Macy. I think it's weird how close Macy and Amanda have gotten, and like I think it's good for Bentley. But like, Bentley's 16, he doesn't give a shit anymore. why are you trying to get Macy involved? Like, do you really think this is the drama that's going to make you relevant? Do you think this is the drama that's going to make everyone go, oh, Jenelle is so right. She's so changed. She's so different. Look at her. She's in her backyard drinking coffee.
Wonder if they're still best friends. Very interesting.
You know what's very interesting is the way that Jenelle talks now. Like when she, I don't know, like she has this very like calculated cadence now that is annoying. She always talks like she's reading a script, and like her jump cuts in her videos are so laggy and bad. Like she is the definition of her own, she's like her own millennial pause. Absolutely bizarre. And I don't know. So there's been a series of responses. I haven't listened to all of Amanda's response yet, so we're gonna do that here and now. But they've also been posting like these videos which like her son in the background giving the finger, and then I don't know, Jenelle, she's posting these, and it's, I promise, way less funny than someone's tween kid giving the finger. But let's hear what Amanda had to say.
Oh, Jenelle. Oh, Delulu, Jenelle.
Amanda, this tells me that Amanda's up on the pages that talk about Teen Mom, because they all call her Delusional.
Listen, before you come at me over a music video I made playing around with my daughter, please seek therapy. You literally have no room at all to judge me and my parenting, okay?
Listen. Say what you want, think what you want about Amanda. She's absolutely right about that. See, this is how this works. Broken clock, right, twice a day. Jenelle is right that the video that Amanda posted is disturbing and terrible and should probably just delete that shit. But that doesn't negate all of the things that Jenelle has done that have been terrible.
At all. Zero. You not only mistreat your kids, you talk to your kids like shit. I've heard you left your younger kids with your teenage son just to go out partying.
Right, which we've seen, because that's what Jace said happened, and I'm way more inclined to believe Jace than I am Jenelle. It corroborates with photos posted of Jenelle and Tori being out on the town in Vegas. So she was also out when she was dating August. She was also out on the town then, no kids, so.
Who the fuck does that? You are with men who allegedly hit your kids or choke them, whatever, and then you choose the men's side.
Period. Full stop. I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong.
Shitty. Not only do you emotionally and physically neglect your children, but you're a fucking animal killer too. Like, you have no... The fuck, Jenelle? Come on, get off this fucking app talking about me.
Again, she's not wrong. She is not wrong. Jenelle has had multiple pets that have just disappeared, gone missing. You'll see throughout the course of Teen Mom 2 as well. Like, there'll be cats, kittens, puppies, things like that just appear, and then you never see them again. Rosie the dog, where the fuck did she go? Jax? What happened to Jax? Does anybody know? Don't know. We know what happened to Nugget. Don't we? Nugget was a French bulldog who nipped at Ensley, Jenelle's daughter, when she was a toddler, because they let their child manhandle puppies with zero respect. So David picked up that dog and fucking shot it. A French bulldog puppy. Didn't maul Ensley. Didn't fucking attack her. There's a video of it. It exists. He nips her because she's roughhousing with it. Also, I just looked up Amanda's charges because I know she's been in legal trouble at some point. I don't know all of her history yet, but I'm seeing charges for possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and fraudulent use of credit/debit card. Let's see. She's got driving on a revoked, suspended, or canceled license, registration, drugs for resale. I'm not here to glorify Amanda, just because I don't like Jenelle. If I were Macy, I would be incredibly nervous about having someone with that sort of history with the law around my kid. But if you look at Amanda's mugshots and you look at what Amanda looks like now, it's I think it seems like she's doing better, so that's a plus. Obviously, again, I don't know everything that's going on with Amanda. I don't know her whole history. I don't even know her present. I don't even follow her on TikTok. It certainly doesn't look like presently Jenelle has any sort of high ground to be like passing judgment out loud at all.
Last but not least, I'm just throwing this in there. It has nothing to do with the kids. But you will fuck David Eason, whatever his name is, but you won't let Lil Wayne get it? That's sad.
That is funny as hell. That's funny as hell. In the last video I did about Jenelle, we were talking about how Lil Wayne was hitting her up via DM and like trying to hook up with her, and she was like, no, you know, like take me to dinner first or whatever. And I guess like he got really, I didn't look into it, I just kept seeing this in passing, but I guess he got really pissed off that she basically told everybody that he had DM'd her, so that's really fucking funny.
Tell him. Anyways, it was just a music video. Some people knew I was joking. Some people don't like it. You know, that's your opinion. But what I do on my fucking page is what I do on my fucking page. You need to seek help first, though, before you try to come at me like you're better than me. I have my kids. I have full custody of both of my kids. And they ain't going nowhere. They don't want to go nowhere.
That's a great point. You know, whether or not you have custody of your kids is one thing. Whether or not they want to be there is another. You know, like I said, Ensley and Kaiser are stuck. So it doesn't matter whether or not they want to be there. They are stuck there. Barbara has grounds to keep Jace. Jace has somewhere else to be. But then, of course, Janelle's big-ass mouth had something to say about this, so let's listen to her response, because I'm sure it's going to be both eloquent and life-changing.
Amanda.
Oh, wow. Look at you copying her intro, except you missed the part where she made fun of you.
Listen, I've been on the internet for a long time. Probably ever since it was invented.
Okay.
You, on the other hand, are just new to this.
What is she, 9? Also, like, the way Jenelle thinks of herself as an influencer is like how it's like a combination of delusion and like method acting. She really thinks she's somebody. She really thinks she's important because she's got a lot of followers, because she was on TV, because she was the worst person in a cast of characters on a reality TV show from the early 2000s, or the early 2010s, I guess. She really thinks she's somebody. She really thinks like her brand carries weight and is important in the general lexicon of pop culture. Outside of screaming at her mother and abandoning her children in various ways, emotionally, physically, whatever, and being, again, the worst person in a cast of people on a reality TV show from the early 2010s. Girl, not that Amanda is anywhere higher, right? Like, she's doing the same thing. I don't know if she works a regular job. I assume she does, because I don't believe Teen Mom is still filming. They're the same, you know? Just because Jenelle has more followers, it doesn't mean anything. If anything else, this is actually probably going to work in Amanda's favor, because Jenelle is so disliked.
And you to being a content creator. Some things, as a content creator, I personally wouldn't post.
Right. Me either. And this is, for me, this, like, I can't, okay, hang on. I'm gonna try to explain what my brain does when Jenelle talks like this, because it's the same as when Jenelle, we haven't gotten there in the rewatch yet, but when she and Nathan have Kaiser, and the way that she talks to Barbara after she has Kaiser is so indicative of her fear of, and sort of not, maybe not her fear, but like her resentment about losing custody of Jace and not being on equal playing field with the other teen moms or other moms that are around her or whatever. And that need to be like incredibly defensive around any time her mother says anything, not even related to parenting. And she just snaps at her about it, assuming it's about parenting. because she's so defensive about being a parent. Like, I fully think she had Kaiser just to prove that she could keep a child alive on her own. And this is the same kind of thing where it's like, there is no success where Jenelle is. Like, she might make a lot of money with OnlyFans, she might have a bunch of followers, she might live a comfortable lifestyle, but there's no real like life success. Like, she's clearly not a great parent. She's clearly, you know what I mean? She's not even a good content creator. She's not even making engaging, good content. She has a handful of people who still like her or believe her when she pretends like she's redeemed herself or become a better person or whatever. And this is her talking down to Amanda, giving advice because she, for whatever reason, thinks she's on some kind of higher plane because this is what she does for a living. Like, and I'm sorry, but there's little, I mean, yes, there is like SEO stuff, which she probably knows little to nothing about. There's, you know, there's a lot about your niche that you need to know to be a content creator, like a successful one. But beyond that, there's not a whole lot of skill involved being like her kind of content creator.
Especially being a mother.
Okay, so she doubled down on the especially thing, and that's twice now. And she got called out for it and said it was because she's sick. I'm also sick, and I can say especially. Just admit when you're wrong, you ding dong.
And a lot of my mistakes I've learned from, but apparently you haven't yet.
Right. She's beneath you. They're the exact same age, by the way. This talking down to you like you haven't learned it yet. You know, I haven't been a content creator for as long as I have. I've been on the internet since it was invented.
Isn't your little boy supposed to be in school?
Oh, girl, you are not. You are not. You are fucking not. You are fucking not. Jenelle Evans pulled her kids out of school because they need a break. October of 2024, two children were not attending school regularly. One eyewitness stating they were seen playing by themselves in their new Las Vegas neighborhood for extended periods on school days. In September 2025, there were further reports that Evans was in trouble with the school system for her children's frequent absences. That is the AI overview, but I remember both of those instances and reading them from credible sources. So, in August 2023, Jace was allegedly not attending school at all while running away 3 times in 2 months. That's from imdb.com.
I mean, we can sit here and point fingers at each other all day. You can sit here and call me a bad mom. I can sit here and call you a meth head. But, I mean, you've been sober. I take care of my kids.
Those are not the same thing. You're implying that she can't take care of her kids because she made a really bad choice of a TikTok to post. Because that TikTok was in bad taste. It was gross. It was disgusting. I wish I didn't see it. And I know that sounds really why so sensitive, but like, given the state of the world right now, given the state of our school system, given the state of things, I don't like it. It makes my skin crawl. But like, are we equating that to Jenelle losing custody of all 3 of her kids back in, what was that, 2021, 2022? And now her son living with Barb again? And the only reason the other 2 are still there is because the dads can't or won't take care of them? I don't know what high ground Jenelle thinks she's on, but like, girl, that'll do. Thank you.
Not saying you're not taking care of your kids, but saying maybe you should treat your kids with more respect.
Right. Like, when your son is expressing to you that he feels unloved and that he's upset, you want to make sure that you really hit that caps lock hard when you say fuck you. Right? Is that what you mean? Or like when you let your now ex-husband call your middle child a little bitch like his dad. Right? That's normal.
You can say anything you want about Mr. David Eason, but I'm not with him anymore.
Yeah, but you were for a really long time, and you spent a whole lot of your time defending him, even after he allegedly broke your collarbone, and after he definitely shot your dog, and after he allegedly strangled your son. So you spent every waking moment defending that man. You told your mother that you don't care if Jace doesn't like him. David's here to stay. So he's just gonna have to deal with it.
Oh, my husband, they're so mean to my husband. He's the nicest guy, my husband.
Shut up. You don't get to wipe your hands clean now after you spent the better part of what, 5, 6, 7 years, something like that, defending him? David's a great guy. Everybody's wrong about him, remember?
Not associated with him anymore. If you think as a mother this is funny to you,
If you think as a content creator that was a good cut and you shouldn't go back and edit it, then get a grip. No, I don't think that's funny. I don't think any of the viewers think that's funny. But like, you made your point and you said what you said, and like at this point just move on. I don't understand the point of carrying on.
or insensitive, and we're not taking it as a joke, that's not funny.
That wasn't a sentence, but okay.
Anything for likes and views, right? Anything for those clicks. It's insane. It really is.
Yeah, again, almost as insane as pulling out a real gun on a stranger that you followed home after he was tailgating you, cut you off, and slammed on his brakes. And then with your son in the front seat, you fucking chased him down to his house, hit his mailbox, and then pulled a gun out on him. And then gaslit your son on national television. So, I don't know. I feel like shitty TikTok that shouldn't exist, but baby won't remember at all. No baby in actual danger. Or woman pulling a gun out on a stranger and putting her son in actual danger. Guess it doesn't matter.
But I used to be you one time.
Was that supposed to like be a gotcha moment? Okay. And then of course Janelle's like in the comments, right?
Okay. Yeah, you named all my exes. Good job. 10 out of 10. You named them all. Guess what?
Guess what? No, they didn't. They definitely missed Kiefer and Josh. So
I'm single. I have no man here to bother me. So you guys can bring up my exes, but they're not associated with me anymore.
yeah, I know she meant to say that like I don't associate with them anymore, but she said it the way that she should. Not that any of these are good guys, but like that's the point, right? I think that was the point of this comment. You know, Andrew, who abused alcohol and allegedly Janelle. Nathan, who, again, physically violent, abused alcohol. Gary, physically abused Janelle. Cortland, we're not even there yet in the Team Mom 2 timeline, and I don't want to say too much, but it wasn't good. David, obviously, all the things I've already listed. Legitimately, the point is that you have brought all of these men around your children, specifically Jace, who, you know, at least will remember back to, you know, maybe Gary, I don't know, definitely Nathan. Talking shit about someone when you have such a storied, terrible past is just a wild choice. And these men are part of that terrible, storied past.
I'm out here living my best life with no man. And yeah, I like it that way. For you guys to hold my exes against me like I'm part of their body is weird. Like, yeah, I dated all of them. Yeah, we had crazy relationships. And
that has psychological effects on your children far worse than a mom who made a really questionable TikTok with her infant daughter who won't remember it. I think that was kind of the point.
And yeah, it was all aired. And you think I cared?
No. I have never thought you cared about anything except yourself. And being strung out on weed.
We all saw it, we all know, but I'm doing great right now and I'm thriving, living my best life, so.
And how are the kids, though?
That's all I can ask for. But, good luck being married to a man. Oh my God, it's the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. So, you know what? Good for her. More power to her. Hope she's happy.
I'm sure she is. And she probably knows how to edit the sound quality of her background music better. I don't know. I can't give her that much credit. But my God, for a content creator, you'd think you would better your modulation of your background
Music.
so that we can hear you and it doesn't just drop off dramatically. And that's coming from me. Anyway, Amanda responded, and it looks like one of the last ones we have at the present moment. As of 11 a.m. on Thursday, September 25th, 2025.
Okay, Janelle, this is my last video to you because you have me blocked for some reason. I am not gonna take advice from no woman whose son ran away from home due to the way his mother talked to him like garbage.
I think that that's fair.
Yet you are upset over a video that I used a finger motion with my daughter, but yet you pulled out a real pew-pew in traffic in front of your son that was not even what he did. I don't follow you. He looked maybe 7 years old.
But don't worry, because it didn't really happen, you know. Only Jace said it.
It's clear to me that you're not worried about me. You're just projecting your own failures right here on social media.
Yeah, I think that feels accurate. I want to reemphasize, I hate that TikTok so much. Okay, I just want to be really clear. I'm not like caping for Amanda because I don't like Jenelle. Janelle's self-righteous behavior, while continuing to participate in a lot of the things and a lot of the behaviors that make her, you know, one of the worst, that is the driving force. That unearned arrogance. I hate unearned arrogance, man. Earn your arrogance.
You asked where my son was. Well, school gets out at 2:15 here, so he's home where he should be.
School gets out at 2:15. He's home where he should be. Period. Also, where are Kaiser and Inslee then?
And you claim you've done the social media shit a lot. Well, it's not working for you, baby. It is not working for you. So before you come for me, you need to fix your own mess, okay? Because it seems like to me, the only thing that you're qualified to raise is your OnlyFans subscription.
You could have done better than that.
Now, this is it. I'm done. You have me blocked, so it's not even fair to argue back with you because I can't even see the videos. It's 10 o'clock at night. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. get my son to school, okay? So that's it, Jenelle. That's all I have for you, baby. You go to therapy, okay?
I do like that ending, though. I do like her saying that. Like, okay, you should seek help. Carry on with 9 million TikToks like this one.
Why do people think there's something wrong with you? I just tell the truth. And telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Well, this exchange surely had everything. It's got two people with an amount of mugshots you could make wallpaper with. It's got Karen, it's got Methany, it's got finger guns, it's got all the makings of the stupid shit we love about reality television. Anyway, what are your thoughts about this? I don't love Amanda. I don't dislike Amanda. She seems like she's genuinely sober. I don't know. Again, I don't know enough about her, except for the questionable TikTok choices. Jenelle, on the other hand, is just doing Jenelle stuff. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and I will read it. Anyway, thanks for being here. Stay tuned for what I'm sure will be another exchange between two women in their 30s who don't know each other and don't need to be associating.
No, it's not.
Way. I wouldn't date any of the dads.
I would
Subscribe.
Hi. You're both high. I seen you with Kiefer.